you so much for joining me today. I wanted to try another ocean vibe, summer vibe piece, and I'll be using this 24 by 36 canvas. It's birchwood again, primed it with gesso, leveled it off, making sure it's balanced. My palette will include mica powder, which is in a greenish blue, and I actually used it twice. One a little bit lighter and darker. Baltic Day Blue Hole, Baltic Day Dune Brown for the sand, DIY Craft Royal Blue, and then finally the resin dye paste in white for the waves and the crashing on the shore of those. What I did with the stencil butter is I just put it down to give it a texture look and to give that feeling of white sands. And who doesn't love the white sands? Like in Turks and Caicos in Australia, there's some in Mexico, the US, just beautiful. So I did use the black canvas, and I'm just going to put down some resin mix and just turn some music on and just let you enjoy. So I've put that resin mixture down, and I'm going to actually be spreading it
like that. How could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match.
true to form. Just again, nitrile gloves, a little thicker than just a standard latex glove and better. So here I want to just use the heat gun, warming up the resin, though it is quite warm, and I do see there are some areas that the resin has not adhered to that canvas, but I'm not really worried about it too much right now. Taking the heat gun helps it to flow a little bit better, and I will go in with my fingers as needed to get those areas covered. Again, making sure that I do not have any exposed areas on that canvas. So just going in and spreading that resin out, and it is quite warm, which seems appropriate considering I'm doing a beachy scene again. Beach composition, summer vibes, staying with that theme. My previous work is already actually has been sold, so I'm going to try this and see if it works out. I love the rich blues, but again, just introducing a greenish blue. I was going for more of the beautiful varying colors, the aquamarine and the light greenish blue effects on Turks and Caicos, and even in Australia. So here I have the that blue hole, it's called, by Baltic Day, and I did put in just a little tiny um, coating of it, if you will, on my stir stick, and you can always add more to it. So I want to go in with a little bit of the darker at the top, again, where it draws the eye. And initially I was actually thinking of doing a darker blue here and then going for a starry night effect. So maybe just scattering some stars at the end toward the top and just having the beach part with the crashing of the waves on that white sand. But again, as I'm looking at this, I think it may very well be taking me in another direction. So I want to go in with the that resin paste that I mentioned earlier, which is a lighter bluegrass almost color. It's really pretty. And I actually varied. I'm using the mica powder, which has a real beautiful luster to it, and using the resin paste, which is more subdued. So it's actually like when you're doing fluid art, where you're combining the metallic colors or mica colors with just straight acrylic paints. You're going to get varying depth to the composition. So I'm so really hoping it works out here as well. So we'll continue on doing this, and I'll turn the music back on.
On a night like this, and a dress like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? But a heart of gold and a soul to match can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me without even trying.
Alright, so I've taken the heat gun to it, and I'm noticing that the beautiful varying blues are really very pretty, but I want to bring some movement to that water. So I want to go in and add some more varying shades. I'm going to go in some with a little bit of that lighter bluegrass uh, mica powder, and just try again, just bringing some movement to the water. Love how that darker and lighter is creating natural waves, and taking that heat gun to it actually helped it along. So it kind of merged or blended those colors a little bit more. But I do want to add a little bit more movement. So if I incorporate some additional colors into what's already there, for example, that royal blue where that lighter is, and creating a more wave effect to that resin, And again, once it dries or as the drying process continues, I know that those are going to spread and create some magic that I may not have expected as I'm doing this. So I want to just continue creating some more magic before I put down the waves. So let me just turn the music back on. And again, thank you so much for joining me.
Just like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match. Can measure this moment in a photograph.
Alright, so I did put some of the darker colors here and there, that darker royal blue. And what I want to do is use this mini dust buster of sorts. It's actually used on computers or little areas where you have dust and can't get in to get that out. And this really is really effective in pushing that resin about. So I'm just trying to create a movement in this composition of that, the flow of the water. It's actually really pretty right now, and I could probably just leave it and embellish with some waves at the bottom. What I'm noticing is that greenish blue is actually come down, that resin color I created has come down into that white sand, beach sand, and it's giving it a real pretty hue to it, and it's creating some natural lacing. I wish I could replicate that in the future, but I think I'll just continue on with this and let you listen to some more music as I continue working through this. Please enjoy.
Just like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match. Can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me without even trying. I got a feeling
I put down some additional darker varying hues of those blues that I had used initially. So I'm going to go in with the cell activator, that white resin dye. And I actually wanted to use these pipettes that worked well when I practiced with them, but they don't seem to be working well right now. So I'm just going to do a pour, a little bit straight line, sort of. Actually, I was trying to go again with the curve of the sand and the water. I want to try to make it as realistic as I can, so having the waves crashing on that beautiful sand, that will pick up some of the blue as well. But I want to try to go in that natural ebb and flow direction of those crashing waves. I noticed that in a previous piece I had done, some of the waves went in one direction and another, but I love that splash effect of the waves, so I'm really trying to go for that. I think, though, in just looking at this and working with it, that this particular brand, the resin dye, the white, doesn't work as well as what I had used previously, which was the ocean white. And I don't remember the, it might have been the just Let's Resin, the white, which was a better cell activator. This is causing some cells and some lacing effects, but I'm hoping as it dries, some more of that sand, the white sand, and that I put down will come through. I fear that some of that grain out overpowered it too much. What I had done, although it didn't work out as well on the entire canvas, is to actually leave a little gap between that bluegrass blue, or the green blue color mica powder, where it met with the white sand. But in some areas, that blue just kind of made its way down to where the sand is. So I didn't get the exact effect I had been hoping for. But I love that light blue against the darker, and then it's coming down to the sand. So in nature, that is also a possibility, but it is abstract art. So I'm just going to continue trying to get the waves that I want to create here. Please enjoy the music.
Just like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match. Can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me without even trying.
What I want to do here, I'm attempting to do, is actually blow that white mixture onto that sand. And if I angle the blow dryer onto the resin just above where that water meets the sand, I can get it to go where I want it to. So I'm manipulating it in a way that hopefully the cells or that cresting of the ocean will be exactly that, and it will create that beautiful foam that you would see on shore. So again, just putting down, or I have put down that white for my ocean waves and the cresting. So what I want to do is just blow in the direction, or blow against the white, and get it to continue down onto the shore, or the shoreline. So just continuing with the blower and manipulating it in a way to get it where I want it to go. And I find that if I spread it too much on one side, I can just go up against where the blue meets that white, and use the hair dryer to kind of manipulate it in such a way that the waves, as I'm doing here, will just come down back into that cresting of the ocean. So I want to just continue doing this, and again, just put some music on and let me know what you think. Your comments are always so greatly appreciated. Thank you.
On a night like this, and dressed like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match. Can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me without even trying. I got a feeling like never before, that all of these miles were worth it. Chasing your heart and running the ghost, 'cause I will be loved by you. Cause I got a feeling like never before, that I will be loved by you, babe. Never been so clear or felt like this. I live for the days when I'm lost in your kiss. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. I got a feeling like never before, that all of these miles were worth it. Chasing your heart and running the ghost, 'cause I will be loved by you. Cause I got a feeling like never before, that I will be loved by you, babe. Change my world, yeah, you saved me without even trying. I got a feeling like never before, that all of these miles were worth it. Chasing your heart and running the ghost, 'cause I will be loved by you. Cause I got a feeling like never before, that I will be loved by you, babe.
So I've blown out most of that white and created some rather unique sort of waves and cresting of the ocean waves. So I just want to go in and actually add a little bit more of the blue and kind of give it a somewhat of a definition. But I think what's happening is, as I'm pulling the stick through, it's creating a leafy effect, which I'm not really liking. So I just want to add a little bit more um, wave-like, natural wave on the composition, and just continuing to take this fantastic journey exploring these beautiful white sands. Love how that stencil paste is showing through even the cresting of the waves on the lower part of the screen toward me. And I wish I had kept a little bit more of it. So I will be definitely attempting this one again, and perhaps just leaving the resin on that and putting a little bit more, because I fear I may not have put enough, as I can tell when I did the blowout. But as I'm looking at it, it actually is more natural with the water sort of forming that jagged edge where it hit the white sand. So I like that. I want to continue just embellishing this a little bit, and again adding another layer and a little bit more depth, and I'll put some music back on. Thank you for watching.
Like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul of match. Can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me.
so I think I'm done with this part. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Wanna torch out some more bubbles and just come back to it every 10 minutes or so. I do intend to add some shells to the composition just to bring it all together, but I'm going to wait probably about an hour or so for this to dry. It's starting to get a little bit tacky already. The heat, I think, is affecting the drying time of the resin. But let me take you in for a close-up so you can see the waves. My interpretation of the waves. Love that lighter blue, that grass blue, the mica powder, and the way it's crashing on the shore. And the resin there just forms this natural feeling of water movement, and I really like that part. I think the waves down here are a little bit more realistic, where against that blue, they're not quite as much, and I'm going to definitely have to revisit this when I do another piece. Thank you for joining me. Be good to one another and yourselves.
Just like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul